Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a Dede Fede. A tank which used to be competitive back in 2013 maybe. So in a way we are looking back how competitive tanks used to look like if we would have a time machine, right? And obviously this tank is nowadays outdated. It is not as good as it used to be before by any shape or any form, but it's still there. What is good thing about the Dede Fede? Gun is actually alright. 246 millimeters of penetration with a goal that's going up to 311, and that's actually fine. But everything rest of the tank is kind of meh. The thing is, Dede Fede is kind of made out of weak spots. That's the problem with the Dede Fede, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem of the Dede Fede.
Yes, sir.
This IMBT used 2 shells in the clip in order to pretty much showcase every single person who can cross like this. That's actually very kind from this gentleman's side. And as you can see, we cannot find anyone here. Shame. Huh. Hi. Ooh. Oi, 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 oi. Poor soul, fellas. Well, that's how TVP VOD is ending up, fellas. That was brutal, honestly. That was brutal, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to join the fight here. I believe we can do that easily. Our goal will be to probably punish this Patriot and punish Rene if it is possible. That's the plan, that's the hope, that's the dream. Now, as you can see, this guy is in the open field. Yeah, he's trying to escape. Good luck for him. Whoop. I believe this IS-6 is just friendly, fellas. I believe this gentleman is just friendly and he wants to say hi in this way. No, can we hit Cupola? Ooh, Dede Fede gun, you are surprising me. Fellas, I was expecting to miss more shots than this. I can promise you that. But Dede Fede is saying, it is okay. My child, it is okay. Meanwhile, Rene right up the butthole. How are you doing? Very, very nice. And look at this. We are sitting on the 2000 damage already. Now, one more good thing which we need to mention about this tank is Dede Fede has a lot of hit points for a tank destroyer. By saying a lot, I mean shit ton of the hit points, fellas. 1,500 to any tier 8 tank destroyer is huge. And this is obviously a highlight of this tank in a way, so you can feed many enemies. I don't know how good that is, but you know. Okay, now pay attention. This gentleman is beating us every possible way. Obviously, Oho can punish us, and Oho can show his dominance, and this is exactly how the things are looking like. And just to say that straight, Oho doesn't have the greatest penetration or the greatest gun overall, and unfortunately, but we cannot do anything for him yet. But we will. We will, fellas, we will. Let's aim for a Scorpion. Nice Scorpion in the face. Very, very nice. And look at this, we have a decent game. 3000 damage game with a Dede Fede. I am impressed. I am impressed, fellas. I did not saw that one coming. I don't know how about you. Can I shoot him through this? I have a feeling he is baboon. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I have a feeling he is baboon. There is only one way to salute baboon. Raise the PP and dance together with Gusor. How are you doing, mate? Having a good time? I agree, mate. I agree. And this is how we are finishing the very first game. Well, Dede Fede in action. Okay, listen, I really want to highlight this. I am kind of surprised how well Gun behaved in this game. Honestly, matchmaking was not bad by any means. We were playing against the tier 8, so equal tiers, but armor is irrelevant of this tank, and it is kind of slow. But like I highlighted before, Gun is solid banana out of 10. Anyway, so what do we have? We have 3000 damage, 100 assisting damage, and we finish it on top with a Dede Fede, fellas. I am feeling great with this. Anyways, we made 74,000 profits, although those profits came because of completing a mission, obviously. Other than that, I am feeling happy with my performance, fellas. And this gentleman is type Skill, nice dance. Pleasure to meet you again. Beautiful. Anyways, let's continue our journey and let's teleport into the round number 2. And we are back with round number 2. Okay, what do we have? Karelia. Everything is looking kind of fine, but there is one thing what I do not like about this. There is 2 light tanks, and I really want to take this typical position here. This Delta 2 is absolutely amazing. We can punish every single gentleman who is crossing like this, but since Dede Fede is relatively slow, it will take forever and ever until I can do so. And I truly need to reach this position, fellas. If I won't go there, then, you know, alternative option for us is to snipe from somewhere in the back, and this is not the option I am looking for, right? So far, this crossing or this passage is looking relatively safe for us, although Bache 12T never ever was spotted. And if Bache 12T is sitting somewhere here, there is... Ooh, okay, I'm spotted. Not a big deal. I was trying to go for a snapshot. I do not really mind that much. Those gentlemen, they cannot hit me, so I am feeling Gucci. And look at this, another TVP Vatau. Second game in row, fellas, we are finding the tourist TVP Vatau. Huh. Okay, I see. We are still feeling very well. Oh, you will regret this, buddy. This is not a good trade for you. Nice, beautiful, and look at this. We are spotting, we are doing damage, and we are playing like no one played before with a Dede Fede. Oh yes, turn your frontal armor. I like it as well. Fellas, there is a light tank up my butthole. Thank you. Whew. That was interesting, fellas. I'm not going to lie. That was interesting. I took one for the team from the light tank, and yeah. Anyways, what I really want to highlight about this, pay attention at the armor of this vehicle. Wherever you are going to get hit, you will get hit, okay? And you cannot expect this tank to work like a charm, if that makes sense. You just simply cannot expect that. Armor is just outdated of the Dede Fede. Well, unless you are fighting against the tier 6s, but even tier 6s can penetrate you into the shoulders without bigger problems whatsoever. So this is definitely a highlight of this vehicle. Other than that, once again, gun is decent enough. It is not the gun anyone should complain about, honestly. You can do very good things. In a way, this gun kind of reminds me of the Scorpion gun. And look at this. We are getting shredded everywhere. The shot here, and so on. And we are getting down to one-shottable so quickly. We have absolutely nothing left to do. But obviously we are not going to give up, and we are waiting until our people will spot someone in the back. And look at this beauty. T-54 Echo 1 is getting spotted, and now we are going to try to hunt for a pixel. No pixel for us, fellas. Wait, we have all time. Probably the trading against with a Patriot wasn't the finest deal, although I could definitely penetrate him, fellas. I've seen myself spanking him in the face and penetrating him like there is no tomorrow, but oh well. Okay, beautiful. Meanwhile, Progetto made a mistake. We are definitely spanking him once or twice, and he's dead. Nice. We have 2,500 combined, fellas, and this is not the end of the story yet, believe me. There is still a lot of things for us to do, and there is plenty of ways how we can improve this. Now, IS-6 is joining the fight. E-75 has full hit points. He should be able to take care of those two guys without bigger problems whatsoever. That's what I believe. And at this point, we are just waiting. Be patient, fellas. Even though we are kind of winning this game, since I do not have any hit points left whatsoever, I need to figure out the way how to play without taking too many risks, right? And this way is only to snipe from the back. Ay. I would love to hit that shot previously, but it is how it is. Can we get involved somehow without bigger risk? I would say no, we cannot. I do not really know how I could make pressure without getting into the crossfire. You see, 39 is here. He can always move like this, or he can always attempt to move like this. We have two gentlemen here, and there is a big chance they are going to try to pick this ridge line, which is not very good thing. And once again, we are waiting until tanks like the Fede will get spotted. That is a beautiful mistake from the Fede. We are spanking him in the butt, and this is exactly what we are looking for. Okay. At this point, we can actually get involved, I would say, and how we are going to do the things. Those two gentlemen, they are down to one-shottable, so I kind of do not care if that makes sense. So instead of going for them, I am trying to find better angle how we could be able to deal with the 1390 or something. Wait, Vaka might actually pick sideways here. Doesn't really matter. He is fighting against the E-75, so we can go now for object. It was very hard game, and in a way this battle proved that this tank has no armor left anymore, if that makes sense. It's just how it looks like for me whenever I am playing with this vehicle. I feel like it's just simply paper, you know. I can tell you one thing. In the past years, I never ever said, we are dealing against the Ferdinand. I am looking into this tank like a dangerous vehicle with a good gun and good alpha damage, but overall, since this tank has no armor and no speed, it is relatively easy to catch this vehicle off guard. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think we made it work. Honestly, so far so good. 2.2 thousand damage, 1.1 thousand assisting damage. Very nice game. I'm super happy with this. We are third by experience. We are sixth by the damage, which is completely fine. And once again, it is a miracle I survived after mistakes from my side to be as aggressive as I was, right? Okay, great. Let's go for round number 3. And we are back, fellas. I just checked the average win ratio of the Fede, and you know what? It is 47.5, which is not that bad because it is bringing this tank into the middle of the pack, which is quite impressive, honestly. I was expecting this tank to be way below that. I am going to show you this in a moment, but let's deal with this game first. So, what do we have? We have a tier 9 matchmaking again, which is not exactly what we are looking for. And how we are going to try to play this game, I want to punish the gentleman who wants to get in just like so. This is the start, this is the dream, and this is the goal for us in the very first moment of this battle. Oi, we have Conqueror, that's not good. Let's try to spank him like this. Beautiful shot, and now we need to escape. That was a good shot, everything went well, RNG was on our side, excellent. We cannot fight against those two tier 9 tanks, neither he can. This is just way too risky, and it is not worth it, fellas. I can promise you that. It is not worth it. The thing is, they are semi-side scrapping, they are enjoying themselves, and it is just simply not worth it. It's like going into... Never mind. Don't mind me. I had the comparison in my head, but I thought it is not going to be the right one. Anyways, don't mind me if I do. Okay, what we can do now? Now we are waiting until someone will get closer here. Really? Oh my bananas. Okay, okay, okay. That wasn't smart. I should have known they will have sniper schnitzel here. I did not really want to lose these hit points here. I truly didn't. Okay, accept it. Let's take one for the team. What can I say? Mistakes were made. I was so happy with my performance before. Unfortunately, this time I am doing absolutely everything wrong. And this is sad, but this is the truth. And I'm not afraid to say so. What kind of alternative option do we have? We cannot escape like this. Or actually, who said we cannot escape like this? I think we can escape like this. Let's go. Let's go for a run, fellas. I want to get somehow more comfortable position. This is just simply way too risky for us to keep playing here, and I think it is just not worth it. Plus, the Conqueror, he knows what he is doing. Also, he is going with a gold. Not like I am complaining against the gold, but you know, it is removing any armor value. So at this point, we need to go for the typical tank destroyer position here, and we need to cross our fingers for the best. Now the question is, can we get here in time without getting slaughtered? Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. We are just traveling through the middle of the field, and hopefully we will be able to have a great angle against the enemies. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Nothing what I can change about this. What is the chance the phase will have an angle for us? I don't really think so. Good, good, good. The score is 1-6. Once again, not exactly what I am looking for, but that's what we have. Let's get into the camping position. Slowly but surely, fellas. Slowly but surely. I need to cross like this, and I need to be hidden here. This is very important thing. Our Ergashem Borshik is doing absolutely amazing job, and I do not know how not to screw him over here, if you know what I mean. I do not know how not to screw him over. This is a hard one. This is a very, very, very hard one, fellas. Okay, let's see. Will this gentleman try to go in front like crazy mother trucker? Oh, yes, he will. And he is burning, and he is not dead, which is quite sad. Whew. Well, those games are happening as well. Nothing to do. There is no way you can protect yourself from this. So once again, I truly want to highlight this vehicle. Fellas, do not think this tank has a great armor whatsoever, because it doesn't. It is just not the tank for armor, if you know what I mean. Let's teleport into the scoreboard and let's see how the things are looking like. But before that, I really want to highlight how the tier 8 tank destroyers are performing nowadays. And if you would pay attention at the middle of the pack, you can see the Dede Feder right here with a solid 47.5% win ratio. Well, by saying solid, I mean compared to the 48 somewhere here, or to the 46 here. So it is a middle ground for a tank destroyer, although this needs to be said, with a DDFD, usually, as you can see, average damage is kind of below anyone else apart 80-15. So yeah, that's the thing, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, looking into the score which we had after a couple of games, and I was very, very proud of, we was playing for 2.7 thousand damage and for 600 assisting damage. And you know what, I want to believe we never ever had the third game, right? We never had the third game. We will pretend it never happened. Thank you very much for watching. See you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.